Hey y'all, this is Laura, and I am doing kind of this video was triggered by watching the Natural Mama's latest video on their move from Florida, and then I'm wondering, did we do the right thing? And kind of, anyway, I'll link that video below so you can watch it if you hadn't. But it's been very interesting for me watching their move because they moved from Chicago, where there's everybody that they know and everything that they know, down to Florida where there's nobody that they know. And it's been kind of and it's not a move that they had to make for a job or anything, it's a move that they chose to make, and Arlen and I are looking at something like that, so it's been very interesting for me to watch them. If you've been watching me or this channel for any length of time, you know that I'm constantly talking about moving. When we bought this house, we did not intend to stay in it long term. It was supposed to be a starter house, and the plan was that we would rent it at some point. We have stayed in it longer than we intended, by at least 2 years, and maybe more, and we're getting more serious about moving. But our options are more open than they have ever been. Arlen's job, which he loves, it's the best job that he has had in a long time. He could really see himself staying with this company for quite a while. And very stable, very good, just loves his work. But he could live wherever he wants. It's a remote job. He works with people all over the world, and it's kind of neat because you get to see all that cultural, like, just all the different things for culture. And, like, for example, he works to schedule leaves and stuff, so the length of the paternity leaves in all the different countries and all that. It's just really interesting to kind of to see all of that. And the maternity leaves and all that, but I think he's mostly done paternity at this point, which we don't have paternity leave here, like, what in the world? So anyway, that's really cool. Ooh, I just saw a vulture, cool. But I'm looking out at the field, but yeah, so this has been the first time we've actually been mobile, and we've kind of talked all the time about moving out to the Northwest. We love the culture there, the climate there, the beautiful, I mean, we're outdoors people. We love being outside, but we've been just wondering lately too if, like, we like city kind of life a little bit better, and the cities out west are very different than the cities here in the Northeast. So anyway, we've been just kind of looking at all of that, and we've talked before about moving multiple times, and Arlen had been working for his dad, which was here, a local job, for a long time. And then after that, he worked for, he was starting a business partnership that was local in the area as well. But the partnership just, it hasn't been, like, it's been fine, but it just hasn't been the best fit for either one of them. They're still great friends and doing great together. So, but those two things, those two jobs had kind of kept us in this area. And so we purchased a piece of property, 9 beautiful acres on the side of a mountain nearby, and we just love it, love it, love it. But now that we're not tied down here, we're not sure that that's the move that we want to make. We were going to build on that property and move there next, but we're wondering now, it's looking like the option of moving out to the Northwest might actually be an actual option for us right now. So we're really playing with that idea and considering it. We know the city that we would want to move to. We really want to, we're both kind of, we have always been, while we're here, talked about moving out to the country, away, because it seems like we know so many people here, there's always so much going on, and we need to extract ourselves from that a little bit sometimes and kind of have a little bit of distance just because we're so introverted. But at the same time, we've been wondering more, like, if we lived in a city where things were closer and more accessible, it's possible that things might, but yet we were really close to where we could escape or get out. We might actually like that kind of setup better. So I don't know, we're playing and trying to figure all that out, and it's so hard without trying things, but it's so expensive to try things, so you just kind of have to go for it. But we are looking at a specific place out in the Northwest that we just have fallen in love with. For a while we've been in love with the area, and we found a church there too that we have been watching all their stuff online and have really been, like, really interested in joining with that church there, which is a big deal to us, finding a good church family to be a part of. And so I don't know, we're just trying to decide, even if we decide to make that move, we would still keep our property here. That way, if things didn't work out, we'd have somewhere to come back to, and if anything ever happened to our parents, then we want to be able to take care of them and come back and kind of be there for them. So I don't know, but there's a lot of stuff, like there's a lot of reasons that we would be really excited to move out there. A lot of them are a little personal to talk about, but like just both of us have we've always lived in this area, always been really close to home, and we kind of think it would be nice to spread our wings. And I think culturally, like from what we can gather, the people we've talked to from there, the climate of just the way things are, I think we would fit much better in with that culture than we do the culture here in the South that we're in right now. Not that there's anything wrong with either one of them. I just think that that carefree spirit is something that we're really, really looking for. So I don't know. And like I said, there's a lot more. The climate there, the humidity here kills me in the summer. There's really only a few months out of the year that you can be outside, and we're outside people. Like, we love to be outside, and I would love to be in a place where I can be near a city, like really close to things, but like within walking distance from really good outdoor park areas and things like that. And I don't know, so we're just exploring and trying to think. If you guys have ever, well, one of the biggest downsides is that all our family is here, and if we move, we'd be moving where we don't know anybody, we don't have any kind of, you know, connection or anything like that. So that would be a really big deal. But anyway, I would love to hear, I mean, obviously I can't go into all the details, but have any of you guys ever moved big like that? What was it like? What are some things to consider? I don't know. I'd love to hear feedback, but that's just kind of one of the big things that's in our life right now. We don't know. We're probably not going to do anything until next spring. Arlen needs to get through this little block of one project that he's working on. Has got really crazy hours, and just there's no way we can do a move right now, but yeah, trying to figure it out. Anyway, that's kind of what's big in our world. So I'd love to hear what's up, what's going on with you guys, and if you guys, like I said, have y'all moved? How much have you moved? How far did you move? What were your experiences? What were pros and cons? And those of you who are living up in the Northwest, I'd love to hear a little bit more about what you think of it up there. And I hope that you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.